G'day everyone, how are we going? Just doing a can you hear me kind of thing. Hopefully you can hear me. All right, what do we got? Hello Angie, g'day Aspie, g'day Septic, how you doing? Lurk away my darling, it's great to see you in here. Jamie, hello. Is Aspie getting good a job? Thank you Aspie for going to Discord. I'd assume that's what it's about. How is everyone? Turn this light down a little bit so we're not blinded by the lights. Blinded by the lights. Oh. Your broom has been sweeping vans on the net. Nice. I like it. Can it come up and sweep my house instead? That would be good. I've got Casper deciding that he no longer needs his winter coat. So it's great fun. Great fun. Alrighty, what are we doing? Is the question. I suppose I need to colour. I feel like I've been so sidetracked with pretty papers and making things. No, you don't lose your wrench. I should give Aspie a wrench. Aspie, do you want a wrench? I've been so busy playing with coloured papers that I have forgotten to pick up pencils. I need to figure things out. So we're just going to continue Luna because I need to get this done. So all I've done, I did film it, but I haven't put it up. But if you want it, I'll put it up. But I just went along and did all of the gold and the yellow felt, the same as I'd done for the line. So I didn't do any new colours or anything like that. But yeah, so it's kind of, I've just been trying to make it so you can see and I can see. That's going to be the thing here. So I'm just going to continue with this and hope for the best. Hey Nina, how's it going? All right. Look at that. We're zooming in. I'm kind of figuring out she's dangerous around nuts. Hey, I break teeth. So I'm just going to come in. This one's going to be brief because I just need to do some of her blue for a Ravenclaw. So I've got blue-grey here, which is CO56. So I'm just going to come in and do that. So how's everyone been? What's the goss? What's been going on? I have had a week. Whew, it's been full on. My best friend and I went down to IKEA and Costco on Wednesday. So IKEA and Costco are in Brisbane, and that's a 2.5 odd hour drive because it's on the north coast of Brisbane, so north side. So it makes life a lot easier for me. So I don't actually have to drive into Brisbane. So we went to IKEA and Costco, and yeah, you would be the only one with chip teeth. Nice, Aspie, that you remember. That's right. I was about to say, hey, I can chip a tooth with a good old shifter. What was I saying? Oh yeah, went down to IKEA. So I'm coming in now with Sapphire. Went down to, so we try to go every few months. It's like rude. It's like our little girls' trip. And just where we go and just basically, talk away for hours in the car. And hold on, just sharpening. Let's see if it breaks on me again. Are you broken? I think you're broken. No? Okay. I'm just all nervous now. I don't know how to hold pencil. So we basically left Wednesday morning and went down. I don't know, Andy, probably. I wouldn't remember. Hey, Terrelyn, good morning to you. Nice and early. Yeah, so we went down to IKEA and went there, and I spent a fortune because I said for the girls for Christmas and birthdays this year, because, lucky me, lucky mum me, I have a birthday in December, Christmas, and then a birthday in January. Yeah. But I said to them that I'll get them some new furniture and stuff for their rooms, and we can do up their rooms a little bit. So that is what our plans are for that. So I went down and went to IKEA, and I bought a bed, and I bought a wardrobe, and I bought myself another set of shelves. So in the last month, I've had to buy 2 new sets of shelves for my stuff, because I have issues. We all know that, but I'm just pointing it out for those people that didn't realize I've got issues. I have issues. So it was like, ugh. So I did IKEA, and I was actually pretty good. Like, I didn't get anything really that wasn't on my list, which is pretty good for me in IKEA. But I was spending enough money on the furniture, so part of me was like, no, you don't need it. You don't need it. I got my good old Ziploc sandwich snack bags, and some napkins, and the boring stuff, and then the furniture. So my I know that I am abnormally strong for a female. I get that. That's part of my genetics and my build. And and it was like, my friend is not. So here I am, going through IKEA, picking up 30-kilo boxes that have on it, 2 people. That has 2 people to lift, and I'm like, yeah, she'll be right. I did drop one box on my toe, which was fun. Going in with dark teal now. But I had my boots on, my good old red boots, so it protected thy toesies. And then I had to got out to the car park, and because I was buying wardrobes and stuff, it's not going to fit in my car, but I have roof racks. So, and we didn't know, because we've got thunderstorms and all happening at the moment, so I wanted to cover it in a tarp and things. Just so you know, I didn't get a drop of rain, but I prepared. And so here I am in the car park of IKEA, loading up, 30-kilo, 2-meter long boxes up onto my roof rack. And I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Right now, this is where I need a man in my life. And then I go, no, you don't. So I was like, ugh. All right, coming in with black, and I need to sharpen it. Well, that's it. Better be prepared. And that's what I said. Like, if I didn't do it, then it would have rained. So I'm not sad that we did it. It's just, I had a tarp flapping all the way back. Mind you, you couldn't really hear it. Windows up and aircon going full ball. But yeah, so that was that. And then we stopped into Officeworks. Dangerous. I actually was pretty good. I didn't get too much at Officeworks. And then we went to Costco for our loo paper. It's a common joke now that we drive 2.5 hours each way just to get loo paper. And yeah, just need to borrow one. I did actually. I was halfway through it, and an older couple were, well, not older, but towards older, were walking through, and they asked me a question, and I helped them out with something or whatever. And then next minute, the guy comes back, and he's like, "Can I give you a hand?" And I'm like, oh, no, I'm right. I can do it. And he's like, please let me give you a hand. And I'm like, fine, give me a hand. So he helped me with a couple of boxes on the roof rack, which it made it a little bit easier, just so I wasn't trying to drag it all myself. So then we go to Costco for our loo paper, and it was pretty good in Costco. I was, again, not too bad. I got my kilo jar of garlic, which I love to have, and my loo paper, and where's teal? Where's that teal? That dark teal. And, a few other bits and pieces, like, snacks for the kids, and the big, 4-liter jar, 10-liter jar of mini pretzels, and, the things that you get at Costco. So that was pretty good. And it was funny, so we've been doing, I know, I accepted assistant. Oh, yeah, I can reach the roof rack. There is that. My friend can't, so... I did actually, he didn't really give me a choice. He kind of popped up to the other side of my car and said, I'm helping. And I'm like, oh, okay. I wouldn't have asked for it, let's put it that way. And so we got to Costco, and my friend, we've been doing this trip now for 4 or 5 years. We go every few months to do Costco, and usually it's always one just before Christmas. No. He's older than that, Jamie. I would have put him probably mid-60s to late 60s. And what was I going to say? Words. Yeah, so we've been going, and we usually go just before Christmas. And oh, hold on. Words. Things are looking tough here. Got to think. All right, got to get in and do her robes. You need a hydraulic lift. All right, so I'm going to come in with ice grey. So we did. So we bought a bit, but yeah, for the entire time we've been going, my friend, so she is a leader in her church and all of that kind of stuff. And every time we go, she comments on the large nativity scene that it has, the foot high figurines and stuff of the entire nativity scene. And for 4 years, I've heard her going, oh, I think it's beautiful. I love it. And it's been there every 4 years. And I'm like, would you just buy it so I don't have to listen to you want it every time we come? And I said, just do it for yourself for a change. I said, you haven't bought the kids anything? Because her kids are all, late teens, early 20s. I said, you've been good. You haven't bought the kids anything. You need to get something for yourself. And so I'm going to come over now with that blue grey that we used in here. So she went and got it. She went back. We'd gone through the register, and we're having our 2-foot-long churros as a snack after. Hey, Ruthie, how's it going? Hey, Catherine. Yeah, it's all right, Nina. You lurk away. That's okay. I've been lurking most of this week because my hands have been busy trimming paper. And so she went back up. We'd got the churros and the thing, and I said, she kept talking about it. I'm like, just go back and get the bloody thing. And so she did, and I'm so proud of her for that. And excuse me. So now I'm coming in with warm grey. No, I don't want warm grey. That's for the hair. Hold on. What do I want? I want dark grey. Oh, I've got to pull pencil case out. Rude. I've got the fan going full pelt because it's hot. So I've got things flying everywhere. Dark grey. You'll do. So, yeah. So she went back and she got the nativity scene. So we stacked with the car. So to give you an idea, I've got an SUV. And I had the stuff, IKEA stuff on the roof racks and in the car because she had bought a lounge, TV cabinet and matching shelves to go with it and a few other things at IKEA as well. And 2 big lots of loo paper. And so we get back into the car park and I'm like, man, this is going to be a game of Jenga big time. So loaded up the car, and basically right behind the front seat and the passenger seat was a big roll of loo paper and Jesus. So I was like, the whole trip home, I'm like, we're protected. If we have an accident, we are protected by loo paper and Jesus. So that was our trip home. And the whole way she's like, oh, my husband is going to freak about me getting the nativity scene and all of that kind of stuff. And we're like, all right, Jamie, you aren't old. Neither are you, Angie. He's going to go off about me spending that money on the nativity scene. And then I get this message. So, doesn't care about Jesus, likes Jesus, hates the lamp. He's cranky at me because I bought a lamp. It was a $20 lamp from IKEA. But he's like, he doesn't like clutter or things out. And he's like, stupid lamp, what'd you get that for? And I'm like, of all things he got cranky over, it was a $20 lamp from IKEA. I said, I'll buy the bloody thing. I said, tell him, stick it up his bum. So it was like, rightio. So yeah, what a mission. And so then got home. I drove home. So it was like it was about basically worked out about a 12-hour round trip. And I was slightly exhausted by the ends of it, as you could imagine. So that has been fun. So what have you guys been up to? I've been blabbering on now for 20 minutes. I was like, well, I can blabber on for days if you need me to. All right, going to come back in that dark grey. So have people been more successful at the colouring than I have? If I get Luna done, guess how many pages, it's completed pages this brings me to for this month? Oh, you're going to be blown away by the total. It's just the amount I've completed is just phenomenal. Colouring mandalas is great that's me in gel. I get in with gel pens and something kind of mindless like that when I've lost my mojo too. Coming in with that blue grey. I excel at listening to babble. I excel at talking babble. So win-win for us all. Went out to coffee with my dad on Tuesday. The last few weeks he's been calling me if he's coming into town. And we're meeting up for coffee. It's been so lovely. It's so nice just hanging out with him. You've done nothing more than you. Well, you booked a plane flight, Angie. Woohoo! Booked a plane flight. Oh, it's been exciting. Emily this week has got all her adult things come through. So she got her tax file numbers finally came through. And on the same day, her bank card come in. And then she got her Medicare card today. So she's all existing. So it's like, woo! All right, there we go. Let's do a hair now while we're here. 2 pages this month. That's what I've got. And Ruthie, if I get this done. At the moment, I've got 1.5 pages. And why is that for you? Because I know why it is for me, because I've been playing with paper. So I'm coming in with that ice grey. Just going to go lightly. I'm not too worried about flicking right now. I just want to actually try and get where her hair would actually be. There's sometimes there's infinite babble. I love it. Hey, Deb. You've managed one. Well, that's how I am. Oh, septic. Don't be jealous of me. Yeah. I'm like, but then I get paid to babble all day long and try and convince children that I know what I'm talking about. Oh wait, that's not hair. Oh, where's rubber? That is color of something. Okay. All right. I think that would be about it for the hair. I do want to come in with a bit of dandelion, I think. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ruthie. My sympathies are with you. It's always hard losing someone, especially when you're not feeling well. I'm just going to come in with a bit of dandelion because I want to give, obviously, a slight touch to her blonde hair. Sleep heals. Yep. Sleep certainly does. So I'll be heading back to work in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be interesting. All right. I'm going to come in with warm grey. Now I'm going to start doing some flicking. Flick, flick, flick. I'm not a big flicker. I'm a bit more of a scribbler. Like to scribble. I like to scribble it. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, go back to bed, I'm sure. I hope Julian's doing well and he's all full now and sleepy so that you can go back to bed. Yeah, I know. Apparently, money is important. And I'm yet to have won the lotto. So I've just got to suck it up and go back to work. Actually, I need to, because that's why I've spent so much money on paper and stuff, because I'm getting fidgety and antsy again because I'm not doing stuff. I'm like just trying to find things to do and all of that kind of stuff. Hey, Andrew, good to hear from you. So I'm like, I need to go back to work. One, so I stop spending so much money. All right, a little bit of black. Oh, no, that's dark teal. That's not the color I want. Didn't see that. I'm not going to spend too much on this hair because you can hardly see it down in amongst it. And it's going to get lost in amongst all of the other things anyway. It's only just a touch of hair. I know, I've got to have money for all of that stuff. Because, oh, this is bad. Okay, so like one of our craft stores is called Kaiser Craft. And I went in, yes, it's having 30% off. It's had 2 lots of 30% off in the last month. So have I spent some money? Yes. But anyway, I went in yesterday. I'm going to spend more money on stuff I didn't need. But anyway, it was something to do. And I'm going to come in with white. And because I never carry my loyalty card with me, I just say my name on my phone number, because like I never carry a wallet with me. It's always on my phone. And she didn't even ask yesterday. She just knew my name. And Coke and chocolate. Oh yeah, that when I go in to get papers, I buy Coke and chocolate as well. Absolutely, Jamie. If it makes you feel better, there's the Coke. There's the chocolate. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, it's Pepsi Max actually, but all right, I'm putting this away so I don't get myself confused now. So just bear with me while I re-put pencils back in my Duvalaki thing, so I don't get confused with all the pencils that I have here and pick up dark teal when I don't want dark teal. I'll leave black out. Black be good. All right. So yeah. So in Kai's Craft, that's right. That's what I was getting to. Okay, we're going to do the maroon through the lion's mane now. I'm going to come in with Chile. It's one of my favorite colors, actually. I'm going to zoom out a little bit for this, otherwise you're not going to see it. I don't think you want to see my lap. There we go. Yeah, so Kaiser, that's it. Yeah, so she knew my name off by heart. And I'm like, okay, great. Oh, she's got hair there. See, I'll put pencils away. Oh, I'll come back to the hair later. Or I don't want that red. That's not red. All right, anyway. So I'm just going to use this chili to lightly go over all the red bits so I don't get lost. So yeah, so knows my name. I'm like, yay, great. And I said, I'm going to take that as an indication that I need to stop coming in here. The fact that you know my name off by heart now, I come too much. And she just laughed. And she goes, I'll see you tomorrow. And I went, probably. And I had no intention of going there today. Oh, yes, your chili. Yes, it did die a very sad death. I had no intention of going in there today, but my best friend come over today and we had a craft day. So she wanted me to show her how to make some cards and things like that. So she come over and we were doing things that, and then she's like, "Oh, I want this and I want this," and I said, "Oh," and she goes, "I'm gonna go into the shopping centre where this craft store is," and it was like I only had about 45 minutes for her to pick girls up from school, and I'm like, "Oh, I'll come into, I'll meet you in there." So I went in there, and then I bought more stuff because they put new stuff on the shelves, and it was a different girl at the counter today, but we were talking about, my issues and stuff like that. And I said, "Yeah," I said, "I don't know want to know what my loyalty points total is." And so she adds it up and she's like, "Do you want to know your points?" And I said, "Oh, do I really want to?" And so she told me how many points I have. And I'm like, "Oh, you're kidding me." And it was more than she's ever seen before. And I'm like, "Of course it is." She said, "I've never seen such a high amount." I said, "I told you, I spent a lot of money in here." Does Kogan have? Oh yeah, I've bought stuff off Kogan. Certainly does. Definitely check out Kogan, and especially if you want to buy some things, Kogan offers free shipping, whereas if you go to other places, it doesn't. So I always check out Kogan. Um, Kogan's good. Oh. Oh, yes. Hey, Ashley. Hello. And so yeah, so I'm like, I need to go back to work. Just for my bank balance. I'm like, yep, yep, yep. Yes. You're not looking. I am not looking. You'd like the crayons, Ashley. They're a nice pencil. I'm not going to enable you here. We don't do that. And I lie. I lie. I lie. Oh. Um, is that better with the light down a little bit, or is it too dark? I don't know. I'd like to even be able to work. That's true. That is that. So, where am I? Up here. Get myself confused. Don't get me wrong, I like to work. This is the first time in my life that I haven't worked. I've had more time off at the moment than I had after having children. So it's kind of like, well, I'd still like to win lotto, but apparently, yeah, you've got to be real lucky for that. And that, sadly, is not me. Ah, so yeah, right, yeah, yep, yep, yep. I'd have lots more money if I didn't buy stuff. Said us all. I mean, I'm lucky. Teachers in Australia actually earn a fairly good income, and I'm an experienced teacher. I've been a teacher for a while, so my income reflects that. But yeah, Not when I waste money on pretty things. So I'm just laying this chili all over just so thing. I know I also need to get tickets for next year. I'm aware of that. I have that in my head too. Basically, I need to just stop spending money. Said no one ever. Yeah, that's kind of it, especially for you guys. I can't use COVID as an excuse. It's just sadly I cannot. I've been in lockdown for a total of 6 weeks. So cannot use that. And even then I was considered essential, so it's kind of like yay. Oh no! Oh, I need to buy a ticket to win lotto. I did. After I was talking to you earlier, I actually went. I probably should buy a ticket, so I did buy a ticket. It's not helping with the saving money thing, but I did buy a ticket. I was like to Angie, I need to win lotto. So I thought, oh, if I'm saying that, I probably should go buy a ticket for it. I'm going to turn because I want to. Because I can. I think you should buy one too. You never had oh no, our lockdowns are like you'll get fined and a whole lot of other things here if you don't follow things. Mind you, we got down to Brisbane and we're in the car park. And all these people had masks on, and I'm like, oh, a mask mandatory. So then I had to look up the app, and it's like, oh, masks are mandatory in the southeast. Probably should throw a mask on then. So I'm like, so we had to mask up while we were there. I know. Third world problem. First world problems, I mean. My friend's like, I don't even have a mask. And I said, oh, you know me. Of course I do. I have like 10 spare ones in the car. I'm sure when they were drawing this, they were just making up lines. I'm just guessing now. It'll do. It looks somewhat like it at the end. I'm doing the right thing. All right. You're burned out, yeah. You got water soluble prismas. Okay. Oh, Yeah, it's crazy. But it's the same here, Jamie. Even if there's the talk of, like, you know, a potential lockdown, apparently that means we've got to go get everything. You know what I mean? Mahogany. My bulk lot of toilet paper from Costco lasts us like nearly 6 months. So, you know, the beauty of living with girls that look after themselves, we don't go through it ridiculously, and it's only the three of us. So I only need my one bulk huge pack of toilet paper. It's not don't leave home without a hand cleaner. Now it's don't leave home without a mask. That's it. I have them in the car just in case. And downstairs I've got like a packet of 50 disposable masks. So every now and again, if we've used them, I just restock the ones in the car. Just in case. I've got like, George has made a whole bunch of masks and stuff like that, so we've got better ones than the disposables too. But they're there because some places will only let you wear a disposable. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. I've got masks. You might need to restock after. Yeah, that's right. You're a Victorian. I'll probably have to go into isolation. Be like, oh, you've been in contact with a Victorian. You're diseased. Or, oh, you mean the toilet paper? Yeah, because I cook with onion, so there's a good chance of that. Do you know how hard that's going to be? No onion. And then when Evelyn comes over, no mushrooms, no onion or mushrooms. I'm like, seriously? That's like half my life. How's Casper's Thundershirt working? It seemed to have settled him. Like, it's not going to stop him, but he's not, like, frantically panting as much, if that makes sense. Like, he seems calmer, but still, you know, freaked out, but better. Mind you, you need an engineering degree to put the thing on. It's like, what? It's like, this goes around here and this wraps in underneath here, and I'm like, whoa, Willis, way too much work. Yeah, but I cook everything. Like, I put onion in it, and you can't pick out onion from everything I cook. It's all right. I'll get by. Can you do onion powder? Because I used to have people that couldn't eat onion, but they could have, like, the onion powder, so you could at least get the flavour of the onion. I don't know. I'm just like, I think I've got onion powder somewhere. No, corn products, sweet potato cap. Oh my gosh, you do realise that's pretty much my entire, like, onion, capsicum, mushrooms. Pretty much goes in nearly everything I cook. And garlic. Hence why I needed the kilo jar of garlic from Costco. You'll just chop a salad. Well, guess what? Septic. I have loo paper in the car. I've got shoes. I don't have undies, but I've got everything, like, in my boot. Like, I've got Need It and all of this kind of stuff, and spare pair of stockings and all of that in the boot, in the other thing, just in case, you know. You never know. I got manly stuff in the boot of my car, along with not manly stuff. Zip ties, duct tape, you know. If an apocalypse happens, I got zip ties and duct tape. I'll just get that onion. It's all good. I won't die much. It's not like I eat that much to be really concerned anyway. Off screen. Yeah, zip ties and duct tape. Assorted. And need it. Like between all those three, I can fix anything. Need it is a epoxy paste that you rub together to put the two components together to turn it into a paste that will solidify rock hard no matter where you put it. So it's just one of those things that you just have because you might need it, and you also need it. Honestly, the random things I have in my car. I got things like, fire extinguishers and battery chargers and tire pump uppers and all the essential things. And then I have hats and shoes. I've got a pair of high heels in the boot, just in case I have to look fancy somewhere. Nice. Yeah, need it's great. I love that stuff. Need it. Just need it. Need it. Need it. Need it. Need it. Sorry. Thriller was on in the radio today. Hadn't guessed by that. So hence that's the tune I have going in the background of my head. Oh. So this must be fun, watching me just do bulk loads of random colours. That's all right. The reality is we just come for the company. We know that. It's just having something to watch on screen at the same time. I certainly come on for the company. Just hanging out with me is fun. On a Friday night. We're so old and hip. What do you do on a Friday night? I just stream. Because that's where all the cool people go. Mind you, I nearly didn't. I nearly came just for the bubble. Yeah, I know. I nearly had to cancel. I was going to when my friend told me. So she messaged me, the one that was here doing crafting. She was sending me pictures of some cards she's continued to do at home, and then I get a message that her mum's been rushed to hospital with a suspected heart attack. And I'm like, all right, do you need me up there? I'm coming. And because her mum lives here as well. And then I get she's not here, she's up north in the Tablelands. And I'm like, oh, okay, do you want me to just come over and hang out with you? And she's like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, I'll come and hang out with you. I said, people will understand. But I told her if she needs a distraction, she can just come on and listen to me babble. So she might be lurking, listening to me babble along. And if you are, I love you. She doesn't have a YouTube account. I don't think she does. She might. I don't know. You're getting sleepy? Yeah, well, it's a bit later for you than it is for me, you crazy daylight savings people. Like, no thanks. It's too hot as it is. I got the cutest video. Hey, Carl, how's it going? I got the cutest video. Yeah, Jamie, yeah. I'm definitely have my thoughts there. Um, so, and she'll be stressing because she's used to doing everything for her mum. So she'll be stressing that her mum's not here and she can't, you know, um, as I would be. I know whenever something happens to my mum, I'm like, can I get up there? What can I do? I have a couple of times just gotten in a plane and gone up there because I can't handle me not being there. Yeah. You're good. Awesome. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good. Um, can't really complain too much. I'm generally healthy. Not so much in the head, but generally healthy. Um, got a roof over my head. Live in paradise. Doing all right. Took a nice little video today of a bird hanging out in my palm trees, having a great old time. And I'm like, I'll have to go get a video of this. So I grabbed a little snippet, and as I was filming it, it's like stops, and it's looking around, and it's like, is someone watching me? Something feels weird, and and yeah, and then Angie's like, is that what was it, a something honeysuckle sun eater or something? I'm like, oh, so I had to look it up, and I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. It had a blue thing on its head. I'm like, I don't know, blue thing on its crown. It was cute, hanging upside down in the palm fronds. There was a whole bunch of them. They're having a blast. They're like playing chasies with each other. It's cute. Blue face honey. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, I do have you guys to help with the head issues. That's right. Physically can't complain. Although, my muscles were a little bit weary yesterday. I will admit that. I woke up yesterday morning going, man, I think you did a bit of lifting yesterday. I was like, oh, because I don't work out anymore. So me putting in the effort to lift 30, 40 kilo things up, I'm like, oh, my body's like, do you have to? Just deal with it. So for those that are in the other parts of those parts of the world that for some reason you have to have non-standard units of measurement, we're looking at, 70, 80 pound. I'm lifting up. And then I was building some of the flat packs yesterday. I built some of the shells and things like that yesterday. And it's got its little single person with a sad face, and then it's two people with a big smiley face. And I'm like, don't you tell me what to do. I'm going to be sad and alone and on my own, and I'm going to do it all on my own. I don't need two people to do this. I built those things with one person. I don't know what they're talking about. Two people put flat pack together. They're full of it. It's like you're just trying to make me feel bad. What a rude. All right. Coming in with syrup. No, I'm not, because it's broken too. I think I might have dropped my pencils at some point. Mind you, they've been laying around for the last week because I picked out the colours a week ago saying, oh, I'll use these colours for this, and haven't done anything with it. So, yeah, it's probably got something to do with it. No. But let me know if you want an interlude and you want a bit of show and tell, and I'll show you the bags and cards and stuff I've made this week if you want to see something like that. I don't know if you ever want to see it, so I don't want to force it upon you. But if you want, we're at the halfway point. I don't have a giveaway. Hello, Madeline. Good morning to you from rainy South Florida. Good evening to you from actually fairly clear South Queensland at the moment. I keep thinking I'm in North Queensland because that's where I'm from. Not too bad. We've had a week of thunderstorms, but the last couple of days have been quite nice and clear. Only a little bit of rain, afternoon showers. And hey, Dee, good morning. Show and tell, show and tell, show and tell. All right. Just so you don't get completely bored with me colouring maroon dangly bits. These things. Yeah. Oh, I need to undo my jeans. Don't be offended. It's been a long day. Oh, that's better. You know that feeling when you undo your fly and it's just like heaven. It's like, oh, I can breathe again. Could also be to the fact that I've, spent 6 months eating the same amount of chocolate and Coke that I normally used to eat when I was active. So things are a little bit tied up. All right, put syrup down, Tammy. Put syrup down. But before I do, I'm going to colour her hair so I don't forget. Oh, that needs to be a colour. Oh, rude. Sorry. All right. Okay. Show and tells each time. Oh, shit. That's all right. It's early in the morning for you guys. It's like, seriously. All right, I'm going to get rid of that out of the way. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I probably shouldn't zoom out too far, otherwise you'll see my my unzipped fly, and that'll be no good for nobody. All right. Okay. So Emily's friend, mum, was pregnant, and she actually had a baby last night. But she knew what she was having and had named her. So I made this for the baby and for the mum, for Emily to give. So, oh gosh, I'm going to need to have to make room. Hold on. All right. Oh, okay. All right. So it pops all the way out like this. Okay, but imagine that standing up, but I can't stand it up for you. And so that's the card, and it's designed so in these little squares they can put little pictures of the baby as she's growing. So that's the card. And Emily today she's like, I went to write in the card, but I couldn't find anywhere to write it. And I went, you write on the back. And she's like, you always write on the inside of the card. And I said, not these big fancy cards. I said, these big fancy cards are about displaying. You write on the back. Yeah, Saturday 9 p.m. Nah, no, thanks. You are definitely putting me double in the future. No, it's still Friday. But yeah, so that was that one. If you didn't figure, her name is Emerson. So she was born last night. So I made that for Emily to give to her. But that made that one. All right. Okay. Well, let's just start. Then, so I'm sure it is all across the world, but in Australia, Secret Santa, you're like stuck for a Secret Santa gift. You give a box of chocolates, right? And so in Australia, it's usually a box of roses or a box of Maltesers or something. Okay, so these, if you don't have Maltesers in your part of the world, I'm sorry. These are little balls of malted heaven. Oh. But anyway, and you're like, well, how do I give this? So I'm like, what if I come up with a box that's a card? So I designed it so it fits up to a box of roses. Okay, the Maltesers is a little bit smaller than the box of roses. So it's a box that you can put the chocolates in, right? So you can put them in there and, okay, and it goes. But it's also a card. So that's what my friend come around today, because she's like, I want to know how to make these chocolate cards. So I had to come around, and then she's like, I'm like, you need to do it here, and when you're doing this, it's basically taking off a quarter of an inch or adding this. And she's like, are you making me do math? And I'm like, yes, I am making you do math. I'm sorry. There is a little bit of math in here. I said, just be thankful that I've designed this to fit the boxes based on like online dimensions and using as little amount of card as possible. You have malted balls here? Oh, okay. I hope they're as good as our Maltesers. Yes, you do have a flight. 6 weeks into the future. Yeah, I've got to build a bed first so it doesn't squeak on you, Angie. So I did that. So that's what I was teaching her how to do today. All right, let's have a look at some Christmas cards. You asked, you're getting. All right, so these are just some little slimline basic ones that I just made this afternoon while I was sitting here. So these are all just little, there's nothing fancy about these ones. They're just a little bunch of slim lines. So I made them. And then, because I went to Kaiser and I got different paper, and I'm like, oh, I want to play with the pretty paper. So I'm like, okay. Because, that's what you do. Oh, I found a card I forgot to stamp today. Anyway. Then, in Australia, I don't know how it is. Florida might be the same, but I don't know about the rest of the world. But, oh no, you guys have Christmas. You actually have white Christmases. So in Australia, it's stinking hot and it's the middle of summer. Okay? And no one is wearing any daggy Christmas sweaters. So our version of a Christmas sweater, and I'll get one out so I can show you, is Christmas Hawaiian shirts. I'll get one because I bought one the other day for me. Oh. So we wear dodgy, the floor will do with him. No. So we wear dodgy Christmas shirts. Okay, so this is an example of the kind of things that we wear Christmas time, right? Dodgy Christmas Hawaiian shirts. The dodgier and the uglier, the better. Okay, so I was like, well, I got some Christmas stuff that's got an Australian theme. So I'm like, how can I do this? And I've got some Chris Ocker, Aussie cards and Aussie stamps. Some of you got some cards from me that says "G'day" from Australia. And I'm like, well, I need to make these. When I bought the Christmas shirt, I'm like, I need to. No, I bought a new bed because it was an old spring bed, and it drives me insane listening to Emily toss on it. So I bought a new bed with under bed storage, so there's less stuff. I nearly said a bad word. Not that it's a bad word in Australia, but less stuff in the room so she can store it. But it's a slatted bed, so it won't squeak. Okay, but so this is a Christmas shirt, and it opens up and makes a little Christmas card. So very Australian. And then like the little stamp is, Santa at the beach having a barbie, because that's Christmas in Australia. If I could put hairy chest through there, I'd be the thing. So I made a few of them. So that's like, Aussie Christmas shirts. Are you bored yet, or do you want me to keep going? Then I made some gift cards. So cards that are designed to hold gift cards. Look, Kaiser Craft. There's a little card that I never actually take into Kaiser because that requires me carrying a wallet. But so these are all designed to hold a gift card in some way. So I've got a couple that look like that. So a couple of them ones. And then a couple where they pop in and you put the gift card in here, but that's effort, and I'll probably stuff it if I try to do it at night. But basically, and it'll pop up when you open it. So there's that. So made a couple of them. And then this one is unfold it, and then there's a little card holder there. And then this one, you have it's like a little present, and then you pull it out and your gift card's in there. So it's like a little present with a gift card in it. So just a nicer way to, I guess, give a gift card. So it's been designed specifically around the gift cards, because even I buy my nieces and nephews gift cards because it's just so much easier, because I don't know what they want. They got everything. And I don't think I've showed you this card. Did I show you guys this card? Show you how to make, I don't know. Which ones? I don't know if I showed you this one. Okay, so this is the back. Nothing too exciting. Okay, it looks pretty plain Jane. Okay. All right. So then you unfold it. And this is it as it starts to unfold. But then when you display it and tie up the ribbon, it makes a star shape. So it's a Christmas star. So, yeah. Hello. So that's the Christmassy cards. Oh, are you bored yet, or do you want me to go back to colouring? Just let me know. Okay. I'm like trying to find the cards I've made that you haven't seen. Okay. All right. Oh, yes, you did. You did. What did I do? Huh? I don't know. I don't understand. Okay. So these are just a couple of little simple cards. Little one there. Little one there. And then another little one here. So it's good there. I just haven't done any stamping on the inside. I'm like, I'll sit down one day. And then these are another fold card. So they kind of pop up and stand like that. So there's that one. And then there's that one. So I need it. Everyone keeps talking about the crickets. And I'm like, I don't think I want one. I'm like, I don't think I really need one. And I'm trying to be good. So then I made these cards. So these are like little pop out card. And then there's on the back is the thing. And I made a little gift box to match this one. Like what happened? Oh, the WD-40. No, it's the bed was the springs. It's old. WD-40 weren't going to do it. And I was like, whatever. But I made a little gift box that matches. So you open this one up. And it's like a kind of like little gift boxy thing. So it's kind of like a diamond shape. It matches the card. And these butterflies are a bit flat, but you can imagine that they stick up when they're not being squashed in the box of cards. So there's them ones. You asked for it. You're like, oh, we should have kept our mouth shut. She could have just been kept colouring red. Oh. I don't think I've shown these ones. So these are like little handbaggy ones. So they're like, and they just open up like a little purse clutch kind of thing. So there's them ones. Oh, that's it. I couldn't remember if I'd shown you the star card. I'm like, I can't remember. I can't remember anything. I can't remember my name. I think I've shown you these ones, the little fruit boxes. I don't know. So these are like little Chinese fruit boxes. So they unfold like kind of thing. I'm trying to think about what I have shown you and what I haven't. There's that. And then I decided to get all fancy. And I figured it was time for us to have some. This is about the only kind of Chanel I'm going to have in my life. So here's my version of the $15,000 Chanel cube bags. Cube boxes. So it's designed as it'd hold a mug, like a if you gave someone like a coffee mug. So it's like a little gift box. No, because I'm just learning myself. So it's kind of like, but if there's anything you really want to see a video on, let me know, because I can try. But a lot of these I've seen, they're on YouTube, and then I've kind of just adapted it to suit me, if that makes sense. I go, oh, I don't like how you did that. I'll do it my way. So these are my Chanels. These are my extra cheap Chinese knockoff versions. These are actually, they're fiddly but easy, if that makes sense. And then I made some big bags, and I was running around the house singing, I like big bags and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a bag hanging off. Anyway, was I doing that? Yes. So these are like just ginormous gift bags. So I made them. Oh, how to make the star card. Oh, gosh. Actually, the star card aspect, surprisingly, is really easy. It wasn't difficult. It just takes, you just make 5 cards instead of 1, and you stick it together, and it turns into a star. And then, now I think I've showed you my compendiums. Yeah, they were my way black market versions. Good night. I think I've shown you like the compendiums that I make. So these kinds of things. Like that. So I've made a whole bunch of them. So these are all magnetized and stuff. I think I've shown you them once. I still haven't finished decorating them. Okay. I think that's enough for Chantal. I don't know. There's probably more around, but that gives you some idea of what I've been doing other than colouring. Angie said good night. So yeah, so there we go. There was a little smoko break. Hope you enjoyed. Going to come back in with syrup and keep going. Should zoom in a little bit again now. I know Melissa wanted me to do the advent calendar, so I've just got to figure when I sit down to make the next version of it, I'll film it. Because I've designed it, and I'll show you how you can adapt it for whether you want it 25 or 24, and how to change the size of the boxes depending on what you want them to be. The maths isn't too hard, but I'll break it down and show you that. So it's just huge. So I'm like, how do I film that? But good night. Love you too. That was the other child going to bed. The cat's meowing, going, are you ready for bed yet? She's not meowing, she's screaming. Yeah, she's like, I want to go to bed. Hurry up and open the door. No, she wants to eat again. Yeah, she wants to eat, yeah. And be away from the others.
I got bitten.
You got bitten? I ate a bug before, so.
Oh, yum.
Actually, I've eaten 2 bugs tonight.
Yum.
Great.
Nutritious.
Yeah. One went up my nose, but when I swallowed it, so that was even more fun.
Did these like open?
Yeah. You just unfold the top. So let's pop it out.
I didn't actually know they opened.
Well, what's the point of having them if they don't open? You're supposed to use it to hide, to give gifts in. Good night, other child. All right, have a great day, Marilyn. Oh, I should show you a picture. Do you want to see what it's like on our school run?
What?
So this is our school run.
Oh. I was confused. Is this the advert thingies? No,
they're the chocolate box ones.
Box.
So this is us going on school run. There's my boy. There's my little Winchester. He likes to come on the school run with us. Oh my! People must think it's so weird when they rock up and
I'm most likely gonna wear this shirt.
And this is the little birdie that I was filming today. He was going. I'll show you. He's like, What you looking at? Is someone watching me? Someone watching me? Hey, hey, someone's watching me. No.
I'm probably gonna steal the shirt at some point.
Yeah, because it's a cool shirt. When the 16-year-old wants to steal your daggy Hawaiian Christmas shirt, you know it's cool.
I just like it because it's got Santa's
Surfing Santas.
Surfing Santa.
Yeah, because that's how it rolls.
Could have worn it today. It's got red on it.
You could have worn it today. It's a little bit early to wear Christmas shirts, but...
There were so many Christmas shirts today.
Was there?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose red Christmas. Today at school, there was a free dress day for Daniel. Day for Daniel is a thing that's run here in raising funds for children, for education for children against stranger danger. So Daniel was abducted from a bus stop, and he was last seeing a red shirt. So every year on Day for Daniel, you wear red and you donate. Obviously at school, if you go in a red shirt, you donate and it goes towards the cause. He is so strange for a cat. Yeah, I know. But it's also, we've been taking him in the... Oh, Jamie, you are so kind. Thank you so very much. I don't know why you enjoy them. I just babble on about random stuff. It's like, you know, woohoo, the cat riding in my car and the little birdie. Thank you so much. The little birdie hanging out in my palm trees. Going, what you looking at, Willis? Hey, Willis, what you looking at? Okay. I need to get like Nightbot just so we can go hypes in chair. But then Nightbot will take over my life. And I have control issues.
We should do a family stream again.
We should do a family stream again. That'd be lovely.
We should do that during the holidays.
Yeah. Well, Angie will be up here, so we could do like a whole...
That would be so cool.
That would be so cool. Just like a group. I'll put it up real high over the dining table and we can...
That would be amazing.
Just have like a big groupie thing going. That's why you're very real. Oh yeah, no, it's an Aussie thing, Nina. It's like,
realer than Aussie.
I'm just, take me for what I am or don't take me at all.
Good night.
Good night again.
I was saying goodnight to Kelsey.
Oh, were you? I thought you were saying goodnight to me. Good morning, Mona. Hey, Mona. Mona. Hey, Beth. Oh, I love you guys too. The girls are so funny because I'll be sitting there going, oh, such and such did this and this and this. And they're just like, it's hilarious that you've got like, people all around the world that you kind of, I get involved and it was like, Melissa having a baby and I've been really worried for Corey and Shell and stuff with the recent things and, Evelyn's hasn't been well and you get really worried about them all and you care so much about these people. So while they're not in your real life, they're still very important to you. Yeah, I'm pretty much like that, Nina. I'm the same. I will be tactful, like I try to be tactful, but I ain't going to beat around the bush. And if you ask me to be honest, you better be prepared for it. Like Mum both enjoys and hates going shopping with me, especially clothes shopping, because she'd be like, okay, be honest. And I go, you look like crap. I hate it. And she's like, okay. And you asked. And I always give people the option, like, if they ask they want my opinion about something or my advice about something, I sit there and go, are you sure? Because I will be very honest. Are you sure you want this? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, all right. So I give them a chance. And you know, like I tell people that become my friends that I will love you and all of that, but I'm not good at, you know, being there all the time. I'll be there whenever you need me, but I'm not someone that is going to want to see you all the time or talk to you all the time. I'm just, it's not in my nature. And they're like, and luckily I have friends that accept that about me. Like my best friend here, she'll ring me and she'll be like, "You up to people today?" And I can honestly write back, "No." I'll be like, "Hey Sarah, how's it going?" I'll write back and go, "No, don't want to today." And she's like, "Okay." And I'll let you know when I'm up to it. She's like, "Okay." And just like she knew after going to IKEA and stuff on Wednesday, she's like, "You're not going to human tomorrow, are you?" I'm like, "Yep." Very little humaning, which is why we had craft day today, because I needed a day to recover from the humaning. Like, even when I was married, I was like, don't ring me while I'm at work. And if you're away, you don't need to ring me every day, because what am I going to tell you? That I got up, I went to work, I ate this for dinner? I'm like, no. So I'm just not that kind of person. Oh, thanks, Mona. It was like my friend in the car, you know, because we get talking about, you know, relationships and stuff. Because she's got the sweetest husband. As much as I pay him out, he's just the most adorable man, and he absolutely idolizes and loves my friend like no tomorrow. And he's just a wonderful man. And you know, lo and behold, he even loves good old blunt, gruff me. That is so not, you know, one that's like the man, that let the man do the thing, and well, I'll do that. I don't need you. But he and we're talking about, you know, relationships and things like that, and that's what we were talking about with me. That you know, I'm single because that's the decision I've made with myself. I have a whole lot of trauma and stuff that goes with my past, and I physically or mentally don't have the capacity to commit to that level of, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, commitment, attention, whatever. So it's I'm like, yes. Because she was saying, she goes, "You would be a good catch." And I'm like, nah, I got too many issues. I can cook good. I said, then they're all going to be offended that I can probably wield a drill better than they can. I knew someone once, a guy that didn't even know. I asked him to go get me a flathead, and didn't know what I was talking about. And I was like, "A what?" And I'm like, "Can you go get me a flathead, please?" And then I had to explain, and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, go away." Yeah, and that's me, Dee. Like, I've got my friends that I live where I used to live, and I'll go see them every 6 months. Like, when I drive up to visit mum and so forth, and I'll catch up with my friends, and it's great. Like, I was just that was one of those friends was who I was just MC at the wedding for. I don't talk to her. We talk to each other every few months if we're lucky. It doesn't mean that I love her any less and she loves me any less. She just accepts that that's who I am as a friend. I just don't have the capability of anything more. I'd catch you. I don't want a fish flathead. I'm talking about flathead screwdriver. Flatheads are gross. Fish, yuck. Mud catchers. Blech. Catch me a flathead, I'll make you throw it back in. Yuck. Not eating that. Classy lady. I don't need to eat no flathead. And then everyone that's not Australian's just going, okay. We're going out back. Okay, Nina. Are we not friends on? I need to change that. Hold on. Before I look at it, I need to follow you. Didn't realize that. yeah, that's totally me. It's too peoply outside. That's how I feel about it. And then I have a job where I just people all day long. Oh, sorry. I mean, I thought I implied that, but because I'm asking him for a flathead. That's all right. And then trying to explain the difference between a Phillips head and a flathead. I'm just like, this is killing me. All right, we're going to change colour. Whoa! Dark umber. Yeah, it's all right. It is your defense. Dee, I was lucky enough. My ex-husband very much accepted me for who I was and actually liked that about me. But trauma and grief and loss and a whole lot of things, our marriage didn't survive that, which is why we're still friends now, because he's genuinely a good man. This is a man that needs to have nothing to do with my foster daughter, yet messages me and goes, I think of her now like she's my stepkid, and he has to have nothing to do with her. But so he's just a good man. So they do exist. Yes, I'm aware of it. But I'm like, wait, unless they rock up on my doorstep, I ain't looking. And to be honest, there's one here that I could have. Who is that? Who calls me out? And that's what I need, is someone to pull me into line when I get a bit too stubborn. And could have, but I friend zoned him too fast because I actually really liked him, and I didn't want to lose him as such. So he just become a mate. Yeah, well, that's the kind of AD. I just stay single. Yeah, that's different. Having people, it's true. And don't get me wrong, I like legit normally love my job. But because I spend all day peopling, I come home and it's like, and the girls are great. They know that for a good hour after I come home from work, I ain't interested. Just let me stare at a wall for a bit, and then I'll come back and get engaged into their things that have happened with them. Because I'm just like, no, can't cope. Need to zone. Oh, you've all gone quiet. I'm just babbling again. Off screen. Well, at least I should get the red done by the end of this. Nearly done with the red. So much done. Then all I've got really left is the skin. Might do that on Sunday. Everyone seems to like when skins get done. I'm going to do the skins with the Crayolas colours of the world too, so that might be interesting. Actually going to do a portrait with the pencils that are supposedly designed for a such thing. So, and I need to get this C page finished before the end of the Octobers so I can actually complete something for a hashtag. I'm like, yeah. You're still here listening while I babble. Babble away. Babbling away on a wing and a prayer. Who could I entertain? Believe it or not, I'm just coloring. Oh, I forgot this bit in yeah. Why didn't you say so, people? That, it is too. Poo. Ah, hey Kim, how's it going? One eye open. That's me most of the day. It's kind of like, kind of there, but I'm not. How you doing? I need to sharpen these pencils, but effort. Kim, you just missed it. So if you go back after, you can go back now or wait till the end. If you go back about halfway through my stream, so an hour in, just for an hour in, I did a little bit of. We had a bit of a smoko break, and I entertained the peoples, showing some of the stuff that I've been doing. Oh, good night, Dad. Look after yourself. Mwah. Have a great day, night. Thank you for coming. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate anyone that pops in. It's like trying to explain to people that I just get on here and babble for 2 hours straight. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I know. All right, now I'm going to go back with chili, hot chili woman. Yeah, yeah. If anyone's been around since Colin Thompson times, you'll know that happened nearly every day for 28 days. Hot chili woman. Yeah, yeah. Hanging in there. What have the girls been up to? Oh, spending money. Kim spending money. Emily's got her own part-time job now, so she's now got the excitement of her own bank card and spending money. Actually, she needs to iron. She's run out of credit. Gosh, she didn't do that this evening. But she got home from her 2-hour shift and she's very tired. And I'm like, oh, lovely. 2 hours. And I'm like, man, I used to do 16-hour shifts that were night shifts. I'm like, okay. And then go back and repeat that. Go home, sleep, get up, repeat. When September 11 happened, I think legit was pulling 16-hour days because that was legal. They had to legally give us an 8-hour break because we were doing night shift. I'm going to, Kim, not for me, but I'll make it for other people because I know some people like to journal. So I do plan to make some mini albums and journal. I am lucky that I have been gifted a journal with which I will myself use to keep things to do with this community and those kinds of things that are important to me. And I'm like, well, I'm not making another one because that means more to me because someone had made it specifically for me. But I do intend to make some. My friend wants me to make a couple because she wants to give them as gifts to some people that she works with. I've just got to sit there and I've got to basically come up with a design that I like that I can then make mine because I want to do it my way. I want to do it my way. Now I feel like Frank Sinatra. Right. I can tell my 2 hours is nearly up. I'm like my head's starting to go bedtime. Oh no. Oh yeah. So once I get this one done, then I've got to finish the Lost Ocean page using the Phoenix colors. And I have to finish the girls that I started in Ashley's streamathon. That's how long ago that was. I'm like, man. Hence why I haven't had a hashtag this month. I probably won't have one next month because I'm like, I just need to get some things done. I just need to finish some things. That should be my hashtag. Finish it up, November. No, D. I've got so many other pages to do. I know. See, now I've started. Mariola, if you haven't seen that, Mariola Budek released a whole lot of free images on her Facebook as well, on her Facebook group. So check them out too. I know it might come as a shock to people, but I don't own any Rita Berman. Nor any Maria Trolle. I try to do it like Tanya, but I'm not going to be able to do it. Every time she says Maria Trolle or whatever she says, it's like the coolest sounding thing ever. I love when she starts speaking Norwegian. It's like... Look at that. We've got a red lion, red and gold lion, Gryffindor head thing. Oh, awesome, Beth. I'll have to check that out. Hello, what? I know we're doing the Mariola Buddy page, but you haven't picked one yet, by the way, Angie. The best gifts are handmade. What I love, yeah, that's what I think, Kim. It's really cute. I really enjoyed. I sent out a whole bunch of cards to people, and it was really nice to send out some homemade cards and stuff. Although I'm cranky because I made a card for Julian, for Melissa and Julian, and it sadly did not make it. Something happened there, and it was lost in the post. It seems to be every now and again we lose something in the post. Look above. Oh, go back about 40 minutes. Oh, see, you already said it all about for me. I don't know. Yeah, and that's it. I kind of sit there. Oh, I don't know. Actually, I told Sarah that you just need to pick a page and tell me. I don't like picking. But yeah, I just want to work on some stuff. All right, it looks so weird having this like little pop of Ravenclaw down here. Ravenclaw. Yeah, I think I've subscribed to you, Beth. I think I subscribed to you when you were talking about doing it last time. I just haven't. I will go and check it out. Oh, see, you can tell it's time for me to go. I'm like, yawn. My body's like, 2 hours is done. Not that anyone comes on after me, but what are you going to apologize to for me now? What have you done? I don't understand. Oh, it's too. Oh, thanks. Kim, I don't know. Hopefully it makes. I'm going to do a market stall. I'm going to have to because one can only have so many cards and boxes in a box. I don't know. I wouldn't call it talent. I'm just determined to figure out how to do something. Stubborn's probably a better word for it. Because people are like, oh, have you been doing paper crafts for like, and I'm like, no, but I've been crafting since I was like, could walk. So I've been doing crafty all my life. So it's not hard to do different things. But mind you, teaching my friend today how to use a scoreboard and a paper trimmer was quite fun. And I'm just like, and like, you know, it was, but I'm sitting there going, that's right, I've got to actually, and it was weird having to teach again. You know, explaining halves and quarters and all of that kind of stuff and how to break things down. Hence why I got told, don't math no more. And I'm like, sorry about that. All right, I'm going to go, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging with me while I just babbled. I do appreciate it more than you guys will ever actually know. It's always fantastic to have you here, especially for some of you that is early in the morning. That's crazy. But yeah, thank you so very much. And super chat, just the sweetest thing, Jamie. You don't need to do that. Just having you guys here is more than enough for me. But I thank you so very much. See, I'm going to get all again. If you hadn't figured. Except for I've got to go pack away all of these boxes and cards again because they're all over my bed. Hence why Casper's on the floor, not impressed. All right, have a great one. I might see you in some streams tomorrow. It depends what's happening with my friend and her mum. She might just need some comfort, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. And if not, I will hopefully be back for my Saturday night, Sunday morning stream, and I will see you then. I'll continue on and do some skin for Luna, get her done. So at least got 2 pages done for October. Whoop, whoop. All right, guys. Have a great one. Thank you. Love yous all. Bye.